How's it going, my people? This is your boy Wired Up. Dying police officer says Tupac paid him $1.5 million to help him fake his death. David Myers, a retired Las Vegas officer who is currently critical condition, says that Tupac paid him $1.5 million to organize his death. Myers said that Tupac had him pay over 30 plus people who were in on his death, from the arriving officer to the medics over at the hospital and hospital officials. Myers also said that Pac was actually at the scene of that night, and that the bullet wounds that he had were fake. But when his body was taken to the morgue, they put in a similar body as Tupac's that he had paid for $50 million for. Apparently, Tupac paid off to certain hospital morgue employees to say and create fake proof that it was indeed Tupac's body that was shot and killed. Myers says on top of his $1.5 million that he receives for organizing his death, he still receives $10,000 every month to an offshore bank account he has. Myers told us that Tupac knew every single detail about every person who was paid off to fake his death. Myers had some words to tell the public before we had to leave. Guys, y'all seen this shit, man. I'm not making this shit up. That police officer says Tupac paid him a lot of money, guys, to an offshore account. How's it going, guys? Hope you guys have your hands on the steering wheel. Hope you guys got your eyes on the road and doing everything you guys have to do, whether it's bills, whether it's your mom, whether it's your dad, whether you have to take care of your dog. Handle your business, guys, and don't go astray. Guys, I've been telling you guys that Tupac is in Cuba, that Tupac is with his aunt, and he's been paying money to Cuban officials for years to fund political things and also to fund revolutionary armies, like guerrilla armies. He's done this in Africa too. There's plenty proof of this, guys. I've been telling you guys this for the longest. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you guys have read this article. You know what I'm saying? It's not new. It's been out there. But this is just something else that shows you guys that Tupac is alive. He tells you from an offshore account. Tupac is nowhere in the United States. He's in Cuba. Cuba will not give up his aunt that broke out of prison and allegedly, planned to bomb some shit. So they're not gonna give up Tupac. Tupac planned this shit. It tells you, right? I mean, the man is telling you the whole plot. This guy is on his dying bed, giving people hope. The FBI, the police, everybody. I mean, they've been knowing this shit for years. Why do you think Orlando Anderson was never brought to justice? Are you fucking kidding me? 1990s, man. Anybody that was alive, and even if you weren't, man, pick up a book or go look at a documentary. Cops were putting people in jail for nothing. Cops were beating up minorities for nothing. If you don't, Rodney King, the riots, come on. This is bullshit. They knew that Tupac faked his death. They were fucking pissed that he got away. They didn't want to put that shit out there. So they're still looking for him. And believe me, guys, if Tupac ever comes back, they will get his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's not gonna come back. He has it made already. He has his shit set up. If he does come back, if he does ever show his face, you better be damn sure he's gonna show his face with power, and he's gonna make sure that he ain't going to jail or he ain't gonna get killed over this shit. Maybe the killing part, I don't think he really cares about, but the jail part, believe me, he ain't going back to jail. You know what I'm saying? He didn't let them kill him or take him in jail in Vegas. I guarantee you, if he ever comes back and shows his face, he's gonna make sure they ain't gonna kill him or take him in jail again. Even though Tupac ain't scared of dying. You know what I'm saying? But he's playing to win, and he ain't gonna die voluntarily. You're gonna have to get his ass. You're gonna have to take him. Now, with that being said, also something I've been wanting to talk about that is, I've never really seen people talk about this. We always constantly talk about Tupac leaving us clues. You know what I'm saying? His music is just basically spewing telling you guys that he's alive. But also the crime scene. Like I told you, remember the rims, guys? Different rims and stuff like that. Clues on the album that, he personally, you know, approved, and that they were all his ideas. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just didn't bring him this shit, and he just approved. They were his ideas. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me that they were his ideas, you can go to Bomb First and listen to the Risky interview, and he tells you these were Pac's ideas. Now, with that being said, guys, all these clues being left, being left, but one clue at the crime scene that has missed a lot of you guys. Tupac liked to speak a lot of, to the kids and bring a lot of positivity to everything he did. Even though a lot of people try to paint him as a negative person, he wasn't. He was a very positive brother, and he left us so many clues. And one of the clues is in the crime scene, and it's in many photos. Like, he knew what's up. You know what I'm saying? This crime scene, guys, is fake. Fake. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say everybody was involved, but the motherfuckers that were not involved found out what happened and were pissed. But back to the clues. If you look in this picture right here that I'm about to show you guys right now, in the background, you see a sign that says, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. That's he's speaking to you guys. Not only through his music, through the clues he left on his album cover before he left us, through the other clues he's left in his, left us after that. You know what I'm saying? But this is a big one here. Give yourself a chance. Now, I've always noticed this. The first time I remember seeing his crime photos, I saw this. And it brought sadness to my heart. Because here you see, supposedly Tupac's murder scene. His, attempted assassination scene here. And in the background, what a coincidence that there's a sign that's telling you, hey, guys, give yourself a chance. There's a moral to this story. Like in every movie, there's a moral to the story. Just like a movie. The moral was to give yourself a chance. Don't gangbang, because this is what could lead to it. There was a moral. Pac faked his death. And he's still around. He's still around. Because believe me, if he wasn't, you would have heard about it. His aunt's still around. And they're plotting. This shit ain't over with. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not over with. So that's something that I know a lot of people have missed. I mean, haven't seen it. Maybe it's out there, but I had never seen it, or even people mention it or talk about it. There's thousands of clues out there, man. He sat down and he plotted this shit out. The police officer's telling you himself. He's telling you himself. People say, well, you have no proof, and you have no this, you have no that. You know what I'm saying? There's the proof. What else do you fucking want? He's a retired Vegas police officer that's telling you what went down. That's telling you what people have been telling you for years. Why the fuck was there some lady with a Channel Zero news microphone at a random fucking celebrity murder? Why? How come? Was it just a coincidence? Well, there was plenty of coincidence in this murder, right? Like the overweight of the fucking, when the morgue weighs you and stuff like that. Tupac weighed about 200 pounds. He was about 6 foot tall. Come on. All these coincidences, get the fuck out of town, man. Open your eyes, people. This was a ruse. Tupac is alive. He planned all this shit. The sign in the back of that motherfucking crime scene is him giving people morals to the story, kids and all that. Don't do this. Don't go through this. Give yourself a chance. He's giving us so many clues, and there's still more out there. And the Wired Up team and all the Wired Heads, man, we're on that case. And we're going to crack it. Jack. Believe that shit. Life is full of coincidence, but not that many. Why is it so confusing? Mopreme Shakur himself said it was meant to be confusing. He's trying to tell you guys. He's giving you clues. You know, Tupac's mom, he chose to leave quiet. These are clues that, you know, when people lie, guys, that have a good heart, or, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, a lot of the times, and I know you guys know this, a lot of the times when people lie, you know, and over the years you keep talking to this person that lied, and you have a, you know, kind of a hunch that he lied. If you keep talking to this person, you know what I'm saying, and then asking them questions about the subject that you think they lied, they will, you know, they will give you sudden hints, you know, like subtle hints, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, he chose to leave quietly, or it was meant to be confusing, or, you know what I'm saying, all these fucking little, I mean, come on, I know you guys know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? You've seen like courtroom motherfucking, I mean, come on, guys. People give you sudden, you know, little subtle hints that tell you this shit, man. He chose to leave. These are little hints that the mother is trying to give the public. A public that's been confused and wants to know what happened to her son. You know what I'm saying? She tells you in an interview, an old interview, don't worry about Tupac. He lived his life. She's giving you hints. That didn't look like a mom that just lost her son. Yes, she's strong. But she's giving you hints, guys. She was giving you hints. There are too many fucking coincidences in this so-called murder for it to be true. People snitching on Orlando Anderson left and right in Compton and everywhere. But they don't even bring him to court for that. I mean, at least try to put his ass. I mean, look at OJ. They thought he did it. And they took him to court. And he was a celebrity. So why didn't they even try to take him to court? Come on, guys. Open your eyes. I know you guys, a lot of you guys are from the hood. You got homies that got, you know, bullshit cases, and they still take him to court. So all this nonsense, it's just the, you know, the FBI and them know that he got away. So they're, you know what I'm saying? They're mad. They're fucking pissed. They know he got away. They know he ain't dead. Well, believe me, Orlando Anderson would have been in court already as soon as the first snitches started talking. You know? But this was planned out. This was planned out. Tupac had a plan. Like I got a plan to finish this roach that I got, guys. The moral of this story, guys, is to give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. You know, if you're living a life of gang banging and all that shit, and it's all good, man. I don't want to disrespect or nothing, because I've been there, bro. I'm from LA. Grew up in Southgate and Huntington Park. So gangs, man, I believe me, I knows gangs. So it's no disrespect, but that's the moral of this. To give yourself a chance. And look what happened to Tupac. You know, he keeps leaving us clues. And he did from way back in 96. So give yourself a chance, man. If there's anything that you're doing in life that you know is wrong, and you're doing it because you don't think you deserve to have better, or you've done wrong to people and you don't think that you deserve to be happy and stuff like that, give yourself a chance and be happy and be you. And don't be afraid to speak your mind. And believe me, the Wired Up TV family, all the Wireheads, we got you, man. This is a home for you and for all of us and for all the whole Tupac community, no matter what you believe in, y'all. Keep looking at them clues and don't be afraid to speak up, guys. Y'all know the email, wireduptb4u@gmail.com. Hit me up. Tell me what you know. Because we're on this motherfucking case, y'all. Don't be afraid to be laughed at. Speak your motherfucking mind. And don't be a copy. Be different. Be original. And believe me, be good in your heart and you always succeed. That's the moral to this story, y'all. Keep your eyes peeled and keep your eyes open, and we're gonna solve this motherfucker. And like always, stay wired up, y'all. Peace out and be well.